Welcome to the Tonight Show, starring me, Johnny Carson. Tonight we're doing a special tribute to the 70s. To start off with, I have a guest from the audience that's going to read questions that viewers got to send in all across America. Welcome to the show.
Hi. So, my first question is, where were you born?
I was actually born in Iowa, but when I was 8 years old, I moved to Nebraska.
What was your first job?
My first job was actually when I was 14. I worked as a magician at local venues. I was also a ventriloquist.
Very interesting. Did you go to college?
I went to college after serving in the Navy for World War II. I went to the University of Nebraska.
Oh, I didn't know you went to college. When did you start doing The Tonight Show?
I started The Tonight Show after doing several little shows, but I was never the full host until 1962 when I started The Tonight Show.
Have you won any awards for the show?
I won 4 Emmys. I was nominated for 2 Emmys. I was nominated for a Golden Globe, and I won Man of the Year.
What is your favorite skit to do on the show?
You'll see my favorite skit after this commercial break.
Wet your whistle. Wet your whistle with the wet, wonderful colors of Lip Quencher. There's no lipstick quite like Lip Quencher. Created by Chapstick, drenched with moisturizers, so your lips feel as good as they look. Lip Quencher. Wet your whistle.
I've now assumed the role as Karnak the Magnificent, where I will predict the answers to the questions that are in these envelopes that I have not yet read. Big Ben, Joe Namath, and a candidate's campaign promises. What is a clock, a jock, and a crock? That's right, Big Ben, Joe Namath, and a candidate's campaign promises. Exactly right. The Nestea plunge. What does the president of Nestea use when his toilet is stopped up? The Nestea plunge. A, B, C, D, F, E, F, G. What were some of the earlier forms of preparation H? Camelot. Where do Arabians park their camels? In Camelot. Debate. What do you use to catch the fish? Now, I'm going to move on to my interviews of my guests for tonight, tribute to the 70s. Tonight, we have a special celebrity, Cher.
Hi, Johnny. Good to see you.
Hi, Cher. You look good for being in your 30s.
Oh, thanks.
Is it true your real name isn't even Cher?
Well, Cher is a nickname for my real name, which is Sherilyn.
Could you try writing us down for that?
Surely.
Are you kidding me? That doesn't even say Sherilyn.
Yes, it does.
Oh wait, that's right. You did drop out of high school for not being able to write anything down. Cher here has dyslexia. But that didn't stop your acting career. In 1970, didn't you start with your show, The Sonny and Cher Nitty and Gritty Show?
Yeah, it was a great time. Me and Sonny had a blast.
And then, wait, didn't that end though in 71 in the summer?
Yeah, we had a new show called Sonny and Cher's Comedy Hour. It turned out really well.
I heard you won a few awards for that.
Yeah, we got a Golden Globe, actually.
And you were also in the top 10. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, we will be back after this commercial break to discuss Cher and her music career.
We start out with some English muffins, then eggs and egg and something really good. Egg and bacon, yes, that's how we go about making breakfast. That's a morning treat. Hot cakes and sausage, they taste neat, fresh from batter. They taste better, topped with butter. Yes, indeed, it's breakfast. McDonald's breakfast. They come from yes, we do it all for you.
You began with 2 top 10 hits, A Cowboy's Work Is Never Done, and All I Ever Need Is You. But do you remember your first solo hit?
How could I forget? Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
Yeah, didn't that score number 16 on the Billboard 200 and be there for 45 weeks?
Yes, and it took a lot of work, but I couldn't have done it without all my fans.
Yeah, your fans also backed you up in March when your one song got number 7 on that same list. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
After the break, Cher will be performing her number 3 solo hit, Dark Lady, from 1974.
This chic styler works so fast, you know what they call it? The speed styler. And look what else it has. A concentrator for those tough-to-dry places. And it's fast. Plus styling mist for control. And 2 combs for fluffy curl. Wow, Schick gives you the most to work with, and it's so fast. Schick calls it the speed styler. Get one.
Here is Cher's hit, Dark Lady. And that is enough for now. You'll have to buy Cher's album to be able to hear the rest of that one. Next we have the celebrity John Travolta after this commercial break.
The world looks mighty good to me, 'cause Tootsie rolls are all my feet. Whatever it is I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. Tootsie Roll, how I want your chocolate chew. Tootsie Roll, I think I'm in love with you. Whatever it is I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me.
Tonight we have with us a man who has won 2 Golden Globes and has been nominated for 2 Oscars, John Travolta.
How you doing?
John. So can you tell us what your childhood was like?
Yeah, I started acting when I was about 12 years old. I enrolled in a workshop because my mom had really introduced me to acting and I wanted to get involved in it more. And I don't know, ever since then I've just been acting and having a good time.
What was your first real job?
My first real job was at a dining hall, working in the shows and just going around singing, dancing, keeping all of the people in the restaurant happy while they were eating.
Great. John, can you tell us a little bit more about the movie Saturday Night Fever?
Yeah, sure. Basically it's about a high school guy that just really into being the disco king, and once he gets that role, I guess you could say, his family has a lot of expectations that they still want him to fulfill, and so he tries to start balancing being the disco king with his family roles, and in the end it's basically about being responsible for your actions and finding happiness.
Great. Now can you tell us more about your movie Grease?
Yeah, Grease is about a guy named Danny who falls in love with Sandy over the summer, and then once they get back to high school, they realize that they're going to the same high school. And they're in different cliques, so it's kind of hard for them to be together, and in the end, one of them, I won't give up who, ends up changing to be more like the other so that they can be together and still be in love.
Great. Now, after the commercial break, we're going to have another celebrity, Jack Nicholson.
Creepy crawlers, creepy crawlers, creepy crawlers. Creepy crawlers are so much fun. Playing gags on everyone. All you need to make a bug is a thing maker set and electric plug. Or plastic goop right in the mold. Then trade them, sell them, good as gold. You can tell they're Mattel. They're creepy crawlers, creepy crawlers, creepy crawlers.
I'm sitting here now with Jack Nicholson. Welcome to the show, Jack.
Hi, Johnny. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Can you tell us a little about your childhood, Jack?
Well, sure. I grew up in Neptune, New Jersey with my grandmom, Ethel May. She basically was my mom my whole life.
What did happen to your mom?
Well, recently I just found out that she was my mom. I thought she was my sister my whole life.
That's weird. Can you tell me about your first job growing up?
I worked at a toy store, but that was nothing. Then I went to MGM Studios and I became the mail clerk.
That's great. What was your first major role in a movie?
I was Jimmy Wallace in The Crybaby Killer.
Great, but your most popular one is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, right?
Oh yeah, I won an Academy Award on that one.
Great. We're going to take a look now at the movie that won the Academy Award and earned over $108 million.
Be over in just a moment.
Uh-huh. What's that?
Conductor.
Oh, that will do you. Right, Mr. Jackson?
Open your mouth.
What's that?
This will keep you from biting your tongue.
Well,
Now just bite down on it.
oh.
That's right. Just bite down.
Huh?
Now bite down on it.
Good. Oh. Are you ready, Mommy? Here we go.
Clearly you play a crazy guy in that film, Jack. Are you really like that?
Well, you know what I always say. I don't want people to know what I'm actually like. It's not good for an actor.
That's very true. Next on the show, we'll have Farrah Fawcett. Now on the show, we have Farrah Fawcett. Farrah, can you tell me about your childhood?
Yes, well, growing up I was a natural athlete, and then once I got to college, I majored in microbiology at the University of Texas, but all I really wanted to do was act. So one day I was at a campus beauty contest, and my agent discovered me, and he soon had me doing Ultra Bright commercials for toothpaste.
That's great. Let's take a look at one of those commercials.
Mother always told me, sit up straight, eat all your vegetables, and stay out of small foreign cars. But Joey, Mother never told me about Ultra Bright. Ultra Bright has more whitener than any leading toothpaste, and the taste that turned toothpaste from dull to dynamite. My mother thought that all that whitening would make me too exciting, so Mother never told me about Ultra Bright.
Let's get a shot of you in that red bathing suit that sold over 8 million copies. What was your biggest role?
That would definitely have to be in the Charlie's Angels series, where we actually were nominated for a Golden Globe, and I won a People's Choice Award.
That's great. Thank you all for joining us on The Tonight Show starring me, Johnny Carson. I'll see you all tomorrow night.